It's become a repeated pattern. Another Russian oil facility up in smoke after long-range Ukrainian drones reach their target. This time hitting a major oil terminal in St Petersburg. Russian President Vladimir Putin dismissed the strikes targeting his home city as not critical. But residents in this town west of St Petersburg, queuing hours for fuel, may feel otherwise.
My tank's almost empty right now, and the car is starting to stall. I don't know if I'll make it to the filling station. Since they won't sell fuel into canisters, I'll probably have to leave my car right here.
And there are queues like this stretching for miles across Russia. Ukraine's almost daily attacks on the country's energy infrastructure has caused a severe fuel crisis. Petrol stations are now being forced to ration supplies in at least 55 of Russia's 83 regions. President Zelenskyy has described the attacks as long-range sanctions that will eventually force the Kremlin back to the negotiating table. But for President Putin, this is not the time for deal-making.
The more strikes the enemy attempts to carry out against our civilian facilities, the more we will. And of course, we will have to do everything necessary to protect those facilities and civilians, and we will. But the more such attempts the enemy makes, the larger the security zone we will have to create in the adjacent territory.
And for President Putin, a larger security zone means more Ukrainian territory under its control. The Russian military published this footage claiming to have captured the strategic city of Kostyantynivka in eastern Ukraine. President Zelenskyy has denied it's under Russian control, describing it as another Russian lie. In northern Ukraine, the true cost of this war laid bare. At least 4 people were killed in Sumy after a Russian glide bomb targeted this building last night. For Ukraine, Russia's recent strikes are in response to its long-range drone capacity. But for President Zelenskyy, almost 500 days after President Donald Trump said he had no cards to play, a reminder he's still at the table.